Alright, gather round history buffs and science fanatics, because today, we're not just telling a story, we're stepping into a cinematic showdown. Forget your superheroes and epic fantasy battles. Because the greatest rivalry of the industrial age was fought with sparks, patents, and sheer unadulterated genius. We're talking Tesla versus Edison, a clash of titans that literally lit up the world. Now, imagine the late 19th century. America is booming, industry is exploding, and everyone's buzzing about electricity. But how do we get this magical force into every home, every factory? That's where our two protagonists enter the stage, each with their own vision, their own ambition, and frankly, their own colossal ego. First, we have Thomas Edison, the Wizard of Menlo Park. He's already a household name, the inventor of the phonograph, the practical light bulb, and a master of self-promotion. Edison believed in direct current, or DC. Think of DC as a steady, one-way flow of electricity, great for short distances, easy to understand. He had invested heavily in DC, building power stations and wiring up cities. He was practical, driven by profit, and a shrewd businessman. He envisioned a world powered by his DC system, and he wasn't about to let anyone stand in his way. Then, there's Nikola Tesla. Tesla. A brilliant, enigmatic Serbian immigrant, a visionary who dreamt in equations and saw the future clearer than anyone else. Tesla arrives in America, works briefly for Edison, but their minds are miles apart. Edison was about refinement and practicality. Tesla was about revolution. Tesla believed in alternating current, or AC. Now, AC is a game changer. It pulses back and forth, allowing electricity to be transmitted over vast distances with minimal power loss and transformed to different voltages easily. It was elegant, efficient, and, to Tesla, the obvious path forward. Their initial encounter was promising but brief. Tesla, fresh off the boat, quickly showed his prodigious talent while working for Edison. He even claimed Edison offered him $50,000 to improve DC dynamos. Tesla succeeded, but the payment never materialized, reportedly dismissed by Edison as a joke. That stung. It didn't just sting. It fueled a fire. Tesla walked away from Edison and found allies who believed in his AC vision. Most notably George Westinghouse. And that's when the real war of the currents truly ignited. This wasn't just a technical debate. It was a no-holds-barred marketing and propaganda battle. Edison, feeling threatened by AC's potential to eclipse his DC empire, launched a vicious campaign to discredit Tesla's alternating current. He played on public fear, portraying AC as dangerous, even deadly. He would publicly electrocute animals, like dogs, cats, and even an elephant named Topsy, using AC to demonstrate its lethal nature. It was a dark chapter, designed to instill terror and protect his financial interests. Tesla, meanwhile, was less focused on PR stunts and more on the science. He was a showman in his own right, but with a different flair. He performed dazzling demonstrations of AC's power, lighting bulbs wirelessly, letting currents flow through his body to illuminate a lamp he held in his hand. He even powered the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, the City of Light, almost entirely with AC. A monumental achievement that showcased its efficiency and scalability to the world. It was a spectacular triumph for Tesla and Westinghouse, a vivid demonstration that AC was not only safe but superior. The stakes were incredibly high. The winner of this war would literally power the future, controlling a multi-billion-dollar industry. Edison's DC system, while effective for local distribution, required many small power plants and suffered significant energy loss over distance. Tesla's AC system, with its transformers and long-distance transmission capabilities, was inherently more efficient and economical for large-scale electrification. The pivotal moment often points to the Niagara Falls hydroelectric project. Imagine the sheer scale and ambition, harnessing the raw power of one of the world's most magnificent natural wonders to generate electricity for cities hundreds of miles away. It was a race, and ultimately, Tesla and Westinghouse won the contract. The successful operation of the Niagara Falls power plant, transmitting AC power to Buffalo, New York, cemented AC's dominance. It was a testament to Tesla's genius and Westinghouse's courage in backing him. So, who won the war of the currents and the immediate sense of widespread adoption? AC undeniably prevailed. Look around you today. The electricity flowing into your homes, powering your devices, running our modern world, is overwhelmingly alternating current. Tesla's vision, supported by Westinghouse, literally became the backbone of our global electrical infrastructure, but it's more nuanced than a simple win or loss. Edison's contributions to invention and innovation are undeniable. He laid much of the groundwork, created the first practical applications, and brought electricity to the public consciousness. His DC technology was foundational, yet Tesla, asleep in conceptualizing AC, was the revolutionary step that allowed electricity to truly fulfill its potential on a grand scale. Their legacies are complex. Edison is remembered as the quintessential American inventor, prolific and pragmatic. Tesla, often seen as the eccentric genius ahead of his time, is celebrated for his profound theoretical contributions and prophetic ideas, many of which are only now being fully understood and implemented. This cinematic duel teaches us about more than just electricity. It's a story about vision versus pragmatism, about relentless ambition, and the sometimes ruthless nature of innovation. It reminds us that progress often comes from clashes of ideas, even when those clashes are fierce and personal. Both men, in their own ways, shape the world we live in, leaving an indelible mark on history. So next time you flip a light switch, take a moment to think about the sparks that flew between these two incredible minds, the war of the currents that defined an era, and how their contrasting visions ultimately brought light to the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this electrifying journey through history. If you found this tale as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe for more epic stories, and let me know in the comments, are you Team Tesla or Team Edison? See you next time.